All right, and we're back. Sorry for that interruption and for this being split to two parts. Want to finish just real briefly by getting you through six other individual names. These are names that I've got high up on my watch list, starting here with Alibaba. I was short Alibaba since this bounce that was not able to break and hold above the 8-day EMA. Had to hold through a big move up here, but was able to catch two good bearish days to close those when price broke down to around 220. Closed out those puts. Wasn't really sure what was going to happen after that gap filled. And then we got a pretty good move on Friday. So I think the probability now that Baba makes that cycle 2 low immediately is less after Friday's strength. It got a set of good news, not immediately being delisted off of the NYSE. I think it's good for at least this A wave bounce. I haven't put in there um, an actual low for this moving to all-time highs. I am still actually thinking that any move up is just part of a three-wave corrective primary move that would then ultimately resolve itself into a lower low. I like this because it really is an Elliott wave test for me. I can't guarantee how actively I'm going to be trading Baba, but I really want to use this to just see what the forecasting ability and how well does this actually progress. So expect that this is one that maybe every other week or so I might come back to. Okay, beyond. If you're looking to bottom pick, you might have a candidate here. You've heard me say that I stay away from stocks that are noticeably below all of their important MAs, and you're definitely going to see that here on Beyond. So when we see 8, 21, 50-day SMAs moving southeast, that's not activity in action that I can really say that I can be a part of here. It's back into this bear channel. It's possible as long as 113 holds that we're just seeing a deep minor to low, and you could go for it, but I'm actually thinking to set a divergent bottom. We've got these two other intermediate two targets that probably will come into play. So Salesforce, one here that I haven't been taking any aggressive positions in. Possible that we've seen a primary low. I'm not as excited about a low being in place because this move here looks to me like a three-wave move, not an impulsive five. So I am leaning towards another low, a divergent low again in this case here in Salesforce. And you're going to see that the progression of what I'm talking about, it fits in general what I think is going to happen in the first half of 2021. Some weakness coming up soon, a big move, but then I think we're going to see a lot of stocks put in significant tops. And that's here what I have for Salesforce. I'm not bullish on it, let's say after Q2 2021. Okay, a name that I had been bearish for quite a bit is Pinterest, since what I thought here was a gravestone doji that sold off pretty hard. The question now is this move up just a B wave bounce, or is this just continuation, possibly maybe a wave 4 or even a wave 2, looking for new all-time highs? I'm not actively trading Pinterest again. This is one more for me just to see how well do these projections happen, but certainly on the radar for a potential pullback if we see weakness this coming week of January. Roku, certainly not bearish right away on Roku. What an incredible stock. You're looking at the weekly, just an incredible move since November. I sold out right around 320, right in here, I believe, during this week. Thought maybe this rail overthrow was going to satisfy a minor 3. It just kept going. huge week, up 20%. But you're going to notice it is in the ballpark, again, of some topping targets. So is it possible that we do see even a name as strong as Roku with a little bit of pullback, like Tesla? Is that kind of an overthrowing exhaustion candle? Um, Again, more evidence that I'm just a little bit cautious. If there is a pullback, this deep one is low probability. I think something shallow, maybe even more shallow than this. And again, I think we get strong moves up into Q2 2021, but at that point is when we really have to be cautious. Okay, we'll finish with Zoom to get you a nice A to Z picture here. Again, Zoom, a name I just can't get excited about buying when price and MAs are moving southeast. Now, is it possible that we got a low like BYND in Zoom? It's absolutely possible. But I'm looking at similarity here. These 4 days of candles and these 4 days of candles, and I'm thinking what happened right after that first set of candles could happen again. That we do see a drop, one more drop out of Zoom right in here. I would love to see a tag of the 200-day SMA. I think, become a bottom picker at that point. Now, because the way I'm charting, if I'm right, wave 3 is less than wave 1, which limits the overall downward move. You cannot have either a bear or bull impulse, wave 3 being the shortest. So we're going to see, there could also be a little bit more left in the tank for a wave 4, but again, with all of these prices and MAs just going in a 45-degree southeast, I'm not optimistic. Let's see what happens. Okay, so again, apologies for having to break it into 2 parts. Had a little bit of a computer malfunction. I wish you a great weekend. Hope you found the level of detail here and the variety of indices, ETFs, and stocks helpful. As always, I appreciate the likes, the follows, and the comments on YouTube and on Twitter, and look forward to seeing what this week has to bring.